You got to be a problem solver. That's really one of the main things. You got to be able to solve
Right.
problems.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Being resourceful, like really, really being able to solve problems, like figure stuff out. Like no one's gonna be necessarily holding your hand through everything. And to be honest with you, bro, like that's what I have to commend you for, because that's something that it seemed like it was real easy for you to kind of just take the lead on a lot of this stuff. You were just like, yeah, like you would reach out to me like, yeah, bro, what do I need to do? Da 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 da. But then like you would do it instantaneously. Like you knocked out everything. I was like, yeah, just call over to the title company, da 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 da. He was like, all right, boom, you did it. He was like, yeah, I did that. It worked out. Da da da. You were just knocking stuff out,
Yeah.
just trusting the process and going along with it for real. So I gotta commend you for that, for real.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. You know, a lot of people aren't willing to kind of take those first steps in faith, but that's really what it takes for real. You may not know
Yeah,
everything.
I just feel like I have a lot of confidence in myself, and I believe in myself a lot. Obviously, if I quit my job to do this, like something that I just got into, like so
Right,
you
man.
gotta. That's the main thing is just believing in yourself and just confidence. Even when people around you may not necessarily see what you see, you still gotta maintain that vision.
Hey, nah,
Yeah,
man,
so
man, eloquently stated, my brother, eloquently stated. For
appreciate it.
real though, man. So let's talk about like what's going on right now, right? So now you've closed that first deal a little bit
Mhm.
ago and whatnot. So now I know that you've got like a multiple other opportunities in the
Mhm.
pipeline and whatnot. Kind of talk about like what's going on right now or what has been going on since you closed that first one.
So lately, once I closed that deal, I kind of took a step back just to like reanalyze everything and just so I can kind of come in again and like just be more focused.
Hmm.
Um, I took the REI Civ 14-day challenge with Tyler Austin, which has been pretty crazy. It's really like opened my eyes up to like a lot of stuff about the business that I never even thought of.
Hmm.
And it changed kind of the way how I do my marketing. Before I was just kind of text blasting a lot of people just kind of running through money. Now I'm more so focusing on more so the niche stuff, stacking stuff, getting
Hmm.
stuff from the county, not just from PropStream, like, getting stuff and just trying to be a problem solver and help as many people as possible. Um
Yeah.
this week I cold called the whole week. I got about 8, 9 leads. Couple code. I think about 3 or 4 are ready to sell like right now. So I just got to keep following up with them.
Let's
I
go.
got 2 contracts this week, and those were land deals. But yeah, that's how my week's been so far. And I'm just calling all day. I'm not texting anymore. I'm calling now, and
Yeah.
managing my data a lot better. So the people who I'm not getting contacts from, or once I call them a certain amount of times, I'm making sure that I'm getting a new phone number and I'm getting in contact with the owner, and I need to get a yes or a no from
Right. Okay. Hey, I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it. You say, look, I've been calling all week. I got 8 to 9 leads out here. Like, let's go,
them.
bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. For real. Like, that's what's up, man. So let's talk a little bit more though about that REI SIF challenge that you're in right now. You know, I
Yeah.
know that like you've talked a lot about it, just for you guys who are listening or whatever. This my man's right here who put me on to REI reply, guys. So look. So
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
him that these videos are out there, that I got the reviews. Like, this my man's right here. He out here working for real. And he's always looking into new systems, new processes, and things of that nature. So I want you to just talk a little bit more about that REI SIFT campaign and whatnot. Like, what do they have you doing?
Man, I just gotta say, Tyler is like a creative genius. That man is so smart. Like, it is this the
He
REI
is.
Sift is crazy. It really broke down the business in a way like I've never really seen it. Kind of like on the data management side, and like it's like what are you doing with your prospects, and how are you managing it? How are you recycling your data? Um, Stuff like that. It and also like tracking KPIs and stuff like that. That's not something I really did before, but that's
Mm-hmm.
something he incorporated in the challenge that I just started doing. That's really important. Um, Anybody watching this, I definitely recommend you take the challenge. It's only $99. It's probably worth like 10,000, if more. Like
Let's go,
type of
bro.
knowledge he's given. Yeah. But with that challenge, I've kind of one thing I've learned about is what he calls vexations. Vexations are like, I forgot the definition he gave for it, but it's like evictions, 24-hour arrest record,
Mhm.
probate.
Like
Um,
different forms of distress.
yeah, right. Different forms of distress that happen like on the daily. Like, people pass
Mhm.
away every day, people get evicted every day.
Yeah.
Um, and then like stacking those leads against, high equity and just stacking them all and just being super focused on your prospect. And so I'm not really wasting a lot of money just, you know, dialing through a high equity list. These are
Right.
people that I know have problems, right? So
Right.
that's kind of
And
how I've been
correct
doing
me
my
if I'm
marketing.
wrong though, like don't they have like a software that does this list stacking software? I mean, this list stacking for you?
Right. So the part of REI Sift is, yeah, it does stack it for you. And,
Nice.
it stacks it for you. And also every property you bring in, I believe it goes against the US mail or whatever, and it checks and see if it's vacant, basically. So,
Nice.
if the property is vacant, it'll check for you and let you know. And you can make different campaigns out of it and all this other stuff. It's a lot. Anybody, I'm
Man.
telling you, anybody, anybody watching needs to go take the challenge.
Yeah, and you said it's just 99 bucks to get started. Is that like on a monthly or is that like just like one time?
Yeah, so 99 bucks is for the challenge. It's only 50 bucks um a month for 50,000 records, which is really good.
Damn.
Because I
Okay.
mean, unless you're like, got a big team and you're doing like scaling or whatever, you're probably not gonna have more than 50,000 records, right? Because that
Right,
actually
right.
is a lot.
Yeah, it is. So you would recommend REI Sift. You saying that the people listening, they need to go check it out, maybe take the challenge themselves and get organized out here, start stacking that data and start getting some good results out here. That's what you say.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That's part of the reason I got 9 leads this week.
The
Definitely.
right way. The
Because
right way, bro.
to be honest, I don't think I've had 9 leads in a week, and I actually got I had a low conversion rate from my calls. I got a lot of like wrong numbers and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
once I start getting more accurate skip tracing and making sure I'm talking to the owners, I know it'll be a lot more.
Right, right, right. So I'm curious then, like you said that you were calling all week. Like, what's your volume looking like? Like what's your typical value? You say you got those 8 to 9 leads. Like, how many leads did you have to call to actually get that?
Right. So I'm using REI Reply on a single dialer, and I'm
Okay.
probably making like 200 to 260 calls a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm calling from like 10 to like 6, 10 to 7.
Nice, nice, nice. So you getting at least 1,000 plus calls in per week.
Yeah, that's my goal is a thousand per week. The campaign I'm running right now is it's just a tax delinquent list, and it's about 1,000 in there. So this first week I just dialed through the whole list, and I kind of got it set up in our apply. If they answer, then they go in whatever opportunity. If I didn't get
Hmm.
any answer, then they just go to the next campaign. And I just got it set up
Okay.
on the follow up, so I'll call them back.
Okay. Okay. So you say you organized out there. Or
Yeah.
REI reply. And then like, so I'm assuming that those 1,000 leads that you got, that you got those stacked with REI Sift as well.
No, actually,
No?
I didn't stack those ones. I didn't stack those ones. Not yet.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah.
my
Because that's
next
what I'm
my next
thinking.
campaign is gonna be a stacked. I think it's a tax. I'm gonna do a tax delinquent, and I'm getting some more data from PropStream because I didn't add in data. I already used all my data from PropStream, so I'm gonna add
You
those.
grinding out here. That's
Yeah.
what that
So
means.
yeah. So I'm gonna add some more data from PropStream and stack that and see what I get. But
Okay.
I've been focusing heavy on county data, county. But
Hmm.
that's really hard to. It's not necessarily hard to get, but it's harder to get it in the right format to be able to get a skip trace because they have it in weird files and all this stuff. So you know
Hmm.
that's
I
the big
remember
thing.
that we talked about that, that free county data a lot of times is one of the best options out there because it's
That's the
free.
best hands down.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's free and then it's updated constantly. So
Right.
it's like if you can like, but most people don't value free. but I stay bringing people onto this podcast that's like, yo, everything I do is free. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Right.
listen up, guys. You hear my man's is out here saying that he's getting free county data. So make
The
sure that
thing,
you're out here trying to get it. It may
right.
take an extra step or two, but you
Yeah.
need to try for real.
Yeah, I
What you about
definitely
to
think
say?
county data is better than PropStream. PropStream is great. It's just that data is probably not as updated as much, probably not as fresh. The thing with PropStream though, it is more convenient. It's gonna come out in the right format. You
Mhm.
can just, export it and then get it skip trace instantly. You don't have to worry
Right,
about putting it together and making sure it's all right. Everything's
right.
right there for you.
But that's what makes that county data even more valuable because most people aren't going to be willing to do that extra step or two to
Right,
have ready to skip trace data or whatever. For real.
right.
Yeah. So that's kind of how you can get a leg up above the competition because most people, they want that ease of access. They want that easy button. They want to just be able to log into PropStream and, pull their 10K leads for the month and make it happen. And trust and believe you probably will get deals with just that. Right.
Right.
But if you can get even more consolidated, fresh data from the county, which may be updating that data daily, different areas will vary and stuff like that. But many counties, they update that data daily. And sometimes you could just log into a portal online and get all of the data fresh, updated daily every day for free in like exactly the format that you need to skip trace. It depends on your area, but a lot of you guys should probably get out there and start searching for some of this free county data. Seriously.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely recommend that.
Yeah, yeah. So, bro, okay. So, man, you say you rocking and rolling out here. You say you're not playing no games. You say, look, I got 8, 9 leads in the pipeline. I got 2 land contracts under contract right now. So, why don't you go into a little bit more about that land? Like, how did you come across that, and what's the situation with that land?
Um, that came through my tax delinquent list. I guess it wasn't. I got a lot of wrong addresses, wrong numbers, so
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't even the original address, but once they kind of told me, that was the wrong address, I just asked them if they had anything else they were interested in selling. And,
Right.
they told me they had some land. So, I've never dealt with land before. I really don't even know how to value it. From what I've heard though, is that, contractors and developers, they like to purchase land at 10% of ARV. So I
Mm-hmm.
just knew if I got it locked up below that, then, you know, I would have a
Bang,
deal.
bang. Right.
Right. So, I got it locked up for pretty cheap. I got one for 2,000.
Mm.
And then I got another one for like 5,499.
Mm. And how much
And
land are we talking about here? Like when it comes to these lots?
one is like 7,000 square foot. I would have to check. It's residential vacant. It's in a nice little neighborhood. Just a
Mm-hmm.
regular size lot.
Right, right.
Then the next one is like half an acre, 2,700 square foot. But this is kind of farther out, almost in the country a little bit. Not in the country, but it's not necessarily really in the city. So
Right.
it'll probably be better for somebody that's like looking to maybe put horses or something like that. Because
Okay.
that's
Okay.
when I talked to the agents about the land, they were saying that they have clients that are looking to buy land for their cattle or whatever. So
Mm.
we'll see.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about that agent situation a little bit more because I know that you told me that on these particular plots of land that you were considering or actually actively are working with some agents on this deal. Let's talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I actually know an agent out there personally that she does a lot of deals. So she's just gonna be listing it for me, and
Mhm.
she'll take her assignment off the top, her fee. Um, and then I reached out to some other agents as well. I just scraped it off of Zillow. Uh, you can just scrape off like the first 4 or 5 pages, their name and number is right there. I just kind of send them out a text blast saying like, hey, first name, my name is Jhi'Aire Huff. I'm an investor. I have this land I'm looking to sell. Do you have any buyers interested? Boom. And then,
Boom.
if I get a reply back, then I get a reply back. So I got about, I think it was like 35 replies. Not everybody was interested.
Damn,
Yeah.
35 replies back. Damn, you say
Yeah.
you was on it. How many people did you reach out to? God
I
damn.
reached out to a lot more than 35. I'll tell you that. I reached out to 400. So I got to see if,
Damn.
yeah, I got to see if
Okay.
people call back. Probably follow up with some more people later throughout the week.
Okay.
Whoever didn't text back. So
Hey, I like that work ethic, bro. You say you out here rocking and rolling. It's not like, look, yeah, I reached out to 400 people. Like, damn,
yeah,
400. You say,
yeah, because I had a deal before. Remember that deal in Midland? Couldn't get it
Mhm.
sold, and that's a terrible feeling. So I'm like, with these,
Yep.
from like I was like, now on, like I'm getting these things sold. Like I need to be doing everything I can.
Right,
Um,
right.
right. So I'm making sure that these two are getting sold.
Hey, now, and I know that this is your first time. Correct me if I'm wrong, at least, but I'm pretty sure that this is your first time actually like officially doing something with an agent as well. You got her, like you know her personally. She's listing
Hmm.
the properties for you, putting it on the MLS, and you're actively reaching out to buyers in the area trying to see if they want it.
Right.
That's what's up, man. You say you out there grinding, man. So yeah, I'm sure that these gonna be out the door in no time if that's the case. Like if you and the agent are working on getting it sold, you should be able to get both of these knocked out in no time.
Yeah, they're in pretty good areas too. So I'm not really too much worried about it. I got it under contract like literally 2 days ago. So
Right.
mm, yeah, we'll know
Yeah,
more by next week.
some fresh deals. I see you out here working, bro, the right way indeed.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I got one more dude. I actually got to call him later tonight and follow up with him. He wants to sell. He has a property and he has two lots adjacent to it that he's looking to sell.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna talk to him. He said he got an offer at 50K, but just looking at the numbers, that's overpriced. And then he told me they never called him back, so I know they're not serious. They're not following up with him.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I already know. I've been following up with him the whole week. He knows my name by now, so
The
I've been
right
following up with him
way.
all week.